Are we good now? Did the cell tower get it? Jesus Christ, it took at least a good minute or two, even after restarting the phone, for it to kind of be fine. Which I think confirms that it was a cell tower, needing to like reboot or whatever the fuck. Because I know every now and then there is a cell tower near me that, does reset occasionally. And I think tonight was the night they decided to do that. But I think we're now back to full bars because now it looks like we are. I'm looking at it though. I'll make sure I don't. Because I sort of got, if it fucking dips, I'm not going to be happy because it's really annoying. Unless I took the opportunity to take a little piss, and re-up on a drink real quick and all that shit. So hopefully, things should be okay. Because, hey, I guess the cell tower guy had that nut, you know what I mean? Just had to have that nut. God damn. It's definitely fucking annoying, that was for sure. I think we should be okay for now. Yeah, looks like we should be fine. God, Jesus Christ, that was fucking ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Zukov just hanging out in the laundry room, being locked up in there every fucking time. Hope he knows that he's gonna get like a major fucking bath. It's gonna get good old deep clean. And I got a lot of delicious coconut, ready to go for him. And he's gonna love it. Some coconut conditioner. Ooh. He's gonna love it. Here, actually. Make sure. There we go. Cool. Doc of the people Portland finally ran out of money and fucked off MC. Wait, what? Ignar. Hey, wow, dude, y'all fucking missed it. I've been streaming for a long time now, but then a cell tower over here had to get Siren Head, wandering around being like, yo, look at the cell tower. I need a nut. And Siren Head and the cell tower fucked, and that cell tower busted a nut. And for a good minute there, shit was buffered to fuck. I looked like a Minecraft character for a minute. But then all that things are recovered, restart phone and everything, starting our stream, damn. I love how that worked, I guess. So cool. Am I just not destined to stream? Well, I guess I'll try to honestly just try again tomorrow. Because this is already really fucking ridiculous. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Now even Zukov is fucking, getting pissed off about it. He's boofing off. He's complaining even. And I don't blame him. Though, to be fair, that actually might be my friend that is showing up. But anyway, this is getting real fucking ridiculous. If it does the reconnect bullshit one more time, I'm just going to say fucking end it. But I don't know, dude. This started driving me the fuck nuts. Guess we'll just see what happens, I guess, for right now. Because I fucking bro. Like, can just, the rest of the night just go chill and write for once? Like, seriously? Can that be the case, please? Because, goddamn, dude. I get the cell tower had a bust nut, and now it's not even, at half fucking... work capacity or whatever the fuck, but Jesus Christ, does it have to fuck it up? Does it have to fuck shit up over here? Are we serious? And I think finally maybe it's starting to be consistent again. I don't fucking know, but either way, I'm just I swear to God, if it happens again, I'm just saying fuck it. Holy shit, it's starting to piss me off. Fucking dude. Fuck. Hey, what was it even talked about? That's true. A group of people from Portland have been throwing dark money at conservative Democrats. Well, hey, shocker. Not surprised by that. Oh, wow. I guess it was like a baby little hiccup. I swear to God. It's fucking. I mean, that's. Can we just like have fucking like, fast speed, internet like in this country that's nationalized already for fuck's sake? Because holy fuck, dude, like this weird shoddy, like, oh, you gotta rely on like, cell service or ISPs and blah, 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 blah. Like, it's like, and have this hyper privatized bullshit. Oh my God, it's starting to generally fucking piss me off. And we need a nationalized like telecommunications service, where it's like, at least at the barest minimum 5 fucking G. Because Jesus Christ, like this type of shit is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, I mean, if so much of our society pretty much requires like internet to pretty much be a thing for it to function, then can we at least have it fucking like be a part of our like, system at least at that point and nationalize and make it a public service? Because holy fuck, dude. Fuck. Like this weird little like buffer bullshit yuck nonsense, is ridiculous. It's insane. Including with these stupid fucking like, more modern phones and shit that can like, as soon as you like, use up even the tiniest little bit of memory, it just wants to like break down and be like, we can't function. That's another fucking problem. Dude, I am so dumb, bro. Because this shit is so fucking ridiculous, dude. Ay. I think the only reason why we're even still going is because I paused shit, and I don't like the silence. I like music in the background. You know what? Let me look. It's actually full again. I guess it's full, but I don't even know if that means it's good or not. Like, what the fuck? Like, how am I supposed to know what this shit? Who knows? Like, yay, great, love that. Let's see. Will it be okay? Because fuck me if I were to know. Probably not. We'll be fine. Yeah, basically not. Cool. Yippee skippy. Great. The good old yippee skippy of that. Gotta love it. Got to see fucking love it. Ay, fucking yeah, dude. Jesus Cristo is what I say. Like, fucking goddamn. Jesus Christ. Dios mío, hermano. Dios fucking mío. Ugh. Wow. Why am I not surprised? Like, because like it's literally like a bar too short, it just cannot handle like the band. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Dude, internet service providing and cell service bullshit is just so ridiculous. It just really enforces the fucking goddamn, fucking bullshit, of, like needing to nationalize like telecommunications because this is so fucking ridiculous. So ring victim quality. Well, fuck it, I guess. I'm here. Well, hey, doors unlocked in the garage if you want to pop in. I'm just bitching about how like cell service is retarded and our privatized like internet cell service bullshit is ridiculous because this is absurd. It's not usually a normal occurrence with like fucking quality being bunk as fuck. Usually it's pretty fine, but like goddamn, dude, it's like whenever like a cell tower has to reboot or whatever the fuck or any other shit, like everything goes to bonk. Fuck shit is ridiculous. It's absurd. Seven days. 7 days. Wait, what's in 7 days? Kind of curious. Where did that check go? Come on. Pop back up. Oh, fucking Christ. Are we serious? Did it somehow, like, rapidly. My chat. How? I literally no longer can see a chat. I try to go to the top comments, thinking maybe that would help, but nope, it did not. Oh no, there they are again. Thank fucking Christ. Oh, dude, I have a curse. That was a curse. You would perish 7 days after viewing the tape. Oh. Hey, if you're here, just go for my garage side door. Go to the side door. Go to the right of the garage. You'll see a little path. Go towards that path. Come outside. Do you want me to come outside? Okay. That's just my Bluetooth, whatever. I didn't see you. I didn't see you one out there. I was just out there. I didn't see you. I mean, I don't know where you're at, but you're not here. I don't know. I sent you the address. I mean, I sent you to that directly, so I don't know where you're at, but not here. Unless that's for sure. Unless you went a little like a little too far down the street or something. We've been finding vehicles at the wrong house. I think that's what's happening. I think you might be at the wrong house, bro. Just be, you know what? Be in the middle of the street. Fuck it. We're going to take the stream with me. This time I'm going to be in the middle of the street. Find out where the hell he is. Yeah, I don't see anyone. There's someone up here. I don't see anybody. Look, pop, pop. Someone's like, who the fuck are you? I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe. I have no idea. I don't hear anything. I mean, there's literally nothing going on here. Dog goes over here, just chilling, doing his thing. See? It's being a little pup, being a little sweet boy. I'm even walk around a little bit just to put my presence known a little bit, but yeah, I don't see anyone. There's literally no one here. You know what? I'll even go to the end corner of my street over here. I'll do that even. Just to see. Zuzu, hey buddy. Don't think you're going on a fucking walk, bro. Right, you're going on the babiest of baby walks. The tiniest of walks. Let's see. Well, there's a car. Hey. Yeah, there's nobody but a car going down the street, and that's it. Yeah. There's not even a silhouette down the road over there. He went through a rip in space, dude. Oh, dude, he went for time and space. Oh, shit. Oh, what if? Zukov, come on. Zooks, come on, buddy. Ooh, they're bumping some tunes. Nice. Come on. Let's see. What if he's... What if he's in the shed? What if he's been in there the whole time? Oh, my God. Oh, he's taking a shit. Ooh, that... Ooh. Oh my God, that was gnarly. I don't know what just was released, but he's trapped in a negative version of your house. Oh shit, dude. Might be right. Might be fucking right, bro. There you go, Pop. But yeah, man, yeah. I know where my boy Brian is, but he sure shit ain't here, and I gave him the address. So, I don't know. Well, a minute. I'm kind of a little confused by that. Like, because if he's here, I would see him out there. Even if he's a little down the road or something, but there's nobody. There's nothing. There's, like, silence. I mean, because me talking out there, he would have heard me. He'd be like, oh, bro, hey. I know where he is, but sure shit ain't over here. He got sucked up in like some sort of cosmic divergence or some shit, dude. You know, because Zukov's a good boy, I'm gonna bring him over here. Are you sure you know you didn't mistype anything? Nope, I didn't. I mean, my street name is pretty much like the only street that is named that, you know, around here. I'm not going to say what it is, obviously, but it's pretty much around here in Milwaukee, it's pretty much like the only street named that. So, or even in Portland or anywhere else, as far as I'm aware. So, it would be kind of hard to mistake that address for any other address. I mean, just straight up. It would be really fucking hard to mistake it. Come up here, baby. Bubble. You, ow! You just like pressed your fucking paw on my dick. That hurt. Ow! Can you not do that? Stop it. Now I'm questioning if I should give you this hunk of meat. You know what? You're getting dad tax. Dad tax. Dad tax. Dad tax. What'd you do if Brian like fell from the ceiling, like he glitched back into existence? That'd be kind of fucking insane. That'd be kind of wild. Because I don't know. Like, I don't know where he is. If he says he's outside, but I went outside. I even went outside to stream the second time around, and he wasn't there both times. So he would have heard me. I know he was listening to the stream when I even, at least partly when I went out there. So I don't know. He obviously, he took a wrong turn somewhere. So I don't know. I mean, if he'll still here, I think that would help, you know, kind of like pinpoint shit, at least for him. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know where he is. I figured he'd be here. It sounds like he should be here by now, but I don't know. I don't get it. Are we in a position to where I think we could be okay with music a little bit? I think maybe. Our bars have been very consistent since I went out there and all that shit. So hey, Suits, hey, yo. I don't know what you're doing, but you're knocking this thing over, and I don't want that. But I think we might be okay with that. So you know what? We're doing it. Bars have been consistent since I've been out there. So I think we might be okay. I think, the tower having its nut, I think it's recovered from it entirely. Hopefully. Hey. Damn it, I missed. Quit knocking shit over, bro. How are you? There was so much fire and yet it was so cold. Damn, dude. Well, man, I kind of am half tempted to go out there and see if he's still around somewhere, but, I mean, it's just like, he gave me his address and all that shit. I don't know where you are if you're not here, even though you say you're here. So it's just like, did some ultra tour, like, consume him and shit or something? Because I'm kind of legit like, where did he go? Like, honestly. I even told him, like, the shortcut to get here, so it'd be quicker. Ay. My boy. I hope he's not just crashing in a ditch or something. Of course, Zukov locked himself in the laundry room. But fuck. Hopefully it didn't end up in a property dispute. Bubba with a 12 gauge. I think I would have heard that if it was within the neighborhood. But I'll say, it's just like, I do kind of wonder where he is. Like, if he was trying to, like, crash for the night, I mean, I do got a spot. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's not really going to be comfortable. And honestly, I might have to clean it out a little bit because I haven't been in there in a while when it comes to my shed. So it's like, if you're around here or whatever, then you're not in my neighborhood, apparently, or at least in my neck of the woods in the hood. So I don't know. It's like, I would think he would, like, know where it is, considering I literally found the address. That's what's kind of confusing to me a little bit, to be honest. It's like, I don't, like, how do you miss it? I guess I could take, like, one more swing out there just to double check, just to make sure, but I want to at least keep him in here, so I think I'm going to at least do that. He's going to be barking like a little shit, but fuck it. Let's pause that. You're staying there, dog. There we go. Let's see. Runs out because I just bought him. Yeah, I literally don't see him. He's just straight up not around here. We'll at least look over here really quick. Nope. Yeah, he's just straight up not up and down the street. Was that a ball? Oh, it's a ball. Is that a ball? Or is that a fruit? I think it's a ball. Oh, it is a ball. Huh. A little free ball for Zooks. Yeah, he's not here. He's not around, like, at all. Waiting for that ball to sit over there. I'll take one more look over here and see if he's over here, but if not, then fuck it. I gave him the address and all that, so if he's not around, I don't know. I can't help him. He could come back in here and be like, yo, remember. But yeah, this is empty as fuck. I thought I saw what down there, but nope. I don't know. He's just not around. I don't know where the fuck he went. Is it starting to rain? I'm feeling driplets. Ooh, I am. Oh, it's starting to really come down. Oh shit. Ooh, there's a raccoon over there. Ooh, a raccoon. Oh yeah, it's starting to rain. It's starting to come down a little bit. We can hear it. It just started to rain, and it's really coming down a little bit. I'm starting to hear it. Hi, buddy. He's like, what the fuck? Where'd you go? I know you went somewhere. Where are you going? Little chunk. Look at that face. Boy. Just sweet little boy. He got a new toy outside because I found it out in the near a drain. So it's yours now. Usually he's the one who's like sneaking toys back in my lawn, but now I'm the one doing it. Well, there's like a lot of little sprinkles of water, from the brain. I'm seeing it all over on my screen. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Oh, no. Is that all of it? Okay, cool. I think it is. Ooh, fall's hitting. It's starting to rain a little bit and all that shit. I'm going to have to like wear an overcoat or like some over leather jacket over this. Use this as like my interior, like indoor kind of jacket. Use it as a hoodie. But have like one of my leathers, one of my leather jackets over this and be like, I need to stay warm and not wet so I can be dry. Because there ain't no way that this jacket is going to be obviously holding the cold or the wetness. And if it's wet and cold, this jacket is going to be my bane. That ain't going to be good. But I got overcoats though. So I'm definitely going to be doing that type of shit because fuck this rain. At least when it comes to that. I love the rain, but I need to make sure I have the proper attire for it. Got some thick leather and some light leather. So, yeah, wouldn't be too big of a deal. Plus, I like layering up, especially when it comes to jackets and stuff. Love a nice, good, stylish little leather jacket. At least we're not having to worry about the fucking buffering bullshit anymore. Are people in Oregon pathologically averse to umbrellas? Kind of. Seattle's worse. Do you think we're averse to umbrellas? Dude, people in Seattle will literally mow their lawn and water their lawn while it's raining. Like, people out in Seattle are a little different. They're built different, even compared to us. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, I do have an umbrella, but I'd rather just, like, have a cool jacket that, you know, could just spritz it off, even if I have it as an overcoat over my other jacket. Because just to help with the warmth, I got some leather like this right here. Little light leather jacket, you know, where honestly, overall, it's not super thick, but it will help get the water off me. Wait, hold on. Get the hood up. There we go. See, and this still looks nice and stylish. It's a little overcoat now. And it will protect me from the rain. The rain. And it's nice and comfy still. Why would you need to water a lawn during the rain? I don't know. Ask a Seattleite. Here in Oregon, we don't give a fuck. If it's raining, then it's like, oh, Mother Nature's take care of our lawn duties. I mean, you might mow your lawn during the rain, but those Seattleites, they don't give a shit. They don't care. They're just like, oh, it's raining? Yeah, it's a little sprinkle, whatever. Water our lawns. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're flooding your plants, but okay, go for it. This dog, when he starts sneezing, is just like... So cute. I have shoot umbrellas for at least the first 20 years I lived here, but finally relented. Nah, don't be one of those guys. Nah, true Portlandian would persevere. A true Portlandian would persevere and wear like some nice fucking water resistant jackets. Like, dude, see, I could just take it off, you know, when I go indoors and I got this badass fucking thing. But when I'm outside, I could fucking, you know, keep the water off my ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. No, don't be like that. Nah. I'm going to convince you to say otherwise. Because, I mean, you know, with the hood and he got like that fucking, you know, like, let me just kind of flex a little bit. Let me do a little Riz flex right here. Like, right here. Dude, like, right here, bro. I keep speaking too soon about how things are okay when it comes to this shit. Another buffer. Stop it. Stop it, Cell Tyler. They got fucked by the fucking siren head. Stop it. But anyway, like I was saying, it's like, I mean, like you can't, you know, disregard, you know, fucking like jackets, overcoat, you know, on the undercoat a little bit. It comes to, you know, the rain and shit, you know, it comes, you know, you can't diss it. I mean, because got your hood, that's all you need. Just do that and boom. If it's pouring down hardcore, just zip that bitch up and just like zoop. There you go, boom. But you still kind of got a little flex going on. It's like, come on now, come on now. Don't be that way. Come on. Oh, that's it. Okay. Considering that, like, you know, this with tonight, you know, I guess, you know, Missy in the background is like way too fickle fucky about it, so whatever. It's like, it's like, all right, you know, fuck it. Guess we'll just have to just suffer with silence. Guess just. I swear to God, if this is like starting to become a consistent problem, I'm gonna be butthurt. is go all winter wearing sandals barefoot. Brothers that use your phone in the rain. Fuck, you're right. Oh, dude, yeah, that is a caveat. But that's why you have a hat. You can use your hat to kind of like cover it. You have to kind of like go over your phone, have the hat kind of cover it a little bit, but you can do it. There's a way to do it. You can show. Yeah, I can kind of show the POV. It's like, hold up. I'll get the hood up real quick. It's like, all right, it's rain hardcore. Got the hood, and I got the hat right here. And I can use this and be like this close to y'all and do my shit. And it basically acts as an umbrella. Pretty much. Like when a storm rolls in, because it gets warm, usually upper 50s or 60s in dead of winter. Pineapple Express, when it starts here involve a rain or umbrella, and sometimes like a low-level hurricane. A little bit, dude. There are some times around here where there's just a gnarly, nice, good storm where it's like high winds, just constant rain to the point where it's like hitting you inside the face. It's not like a hurricane. It's not like Cat 1 status, but it's like it almost like it's borderlines it. Like it gets like if it was like 20 miles per hour faster when it came to the winds and just a little bit more severe when it came to like the devastation that it would cause, it would genuinely be kind of like borderline hurricane shit. I think the only reason that prevents that from happening is because of our geography. Because like Portland, especially like our area, we're in the Willamette Valley, especially on the very northern part of it. So we have like, not just like, the little like, foothills and tiny mountains on the side of the Willamette Valley, at least around here. But we also have the coastal mountain range, and you got the Cascades. And the coastal mountain range and the Cascades is what predominantly makes the Willamette Valley. Like around here, it's even more narrowed and spurts off into like, from where the Willamette River meets the Columbia, all that shit. So it kind of splits off, in our area, but there's a lot of like foothills, cliff sides, little small, not like mountains, but, like small little mountains and shit like that. And even on the east side of, Portland, like, Mount Tabor and Mount Scott, shit like that. Like, I mean, they're called mountains, even though they're not like full on fucking huge mountains and shit. But nonetheless, like a lot of that kind of disperses a lot what could potentially be a hurricane because of the circular, like, how hurricane works. But around here, there's so much disruption to where, it doesn't end up being that way, but the devastation that can come from that, at least at the most tiniest of scales, is there a little bit. I mean, because there are times, like, one of my trees out in my front yard got knocked over because of one of these storms once and almost destroyed one of my neighbor's houses. Like, I'm not fucking kidding. It almost did. If it knocked over on our side of the lawn, it would have killed me. Like, I'm not kidding, bro. Like, it was all like if you were looking at our front yard, like in this perspective, and like my room is like over here and the rest of the house is here, and you got tree 1, tree 2, tree 3. Tree 3 is what fell over and it went this way. If it went that way, dude, that would have destroyed and obliterated that corner of the house. And guess what room I'm sleeping in? That corner of the house. I would have been impaled by like a few different branches and be like woken up, be like, that's pretty much what would have happened. It would have been brutal as fuck. If best case scenario, I would have woken up with just trees, debris, and shit all over me and be like, what the fuck? Ah! Like, but either way, it's like, I mean, storms around here can get fucking gnarly, bro. Like, legit. And those 2 other trees legitimately are still alive and up there. And they're going to probably die any season if there's enough fucked up, insane storm shit, because those could potentially knock over too. Like, I forgot exactly the breed of the tree, but the branches are so fucking brittle, they'll knock over, to the slightest fucking, like, weight and shit. I like to climb them as a kid, but I've tried doing that as an adult, and there's been times where I've like, let me climb on this. Oh, shit! And just fall on the ground and shit. Like, they're very brittle, and they're not really good for climbing on or anything like that. Like, they cannot take weight for anything. like they're very brutal trees. They're nicknamed widowmakers, and there's a lot of trees that are under that widowmaker branch, so to speak. No pun intended. But like, I mean, our trees are a part of that. They're widowmakers. Like, and I do not know why they're in our fucking front yard because, dude, every time it's in the fall and winter, especially more than often these days, climate change, like, dude, there's big branches that will just like collapse and just like block the entire road, and the city has to come in and break it all down and fucking, maybe make bar chips out of it. I don't know what the fuck they do with it. I mean, they repurpose it for maybe like, re-adding bark chips to like different playgrounds at schools or whatever the fuck. I don't know what they do with it, but they break it down and do something with it. Because like, I mean, if the city's going to, break it down and do something with it, they're going to repurpose it at least a little bit. So I'd say at least that's a positive, but the fact that these stupid fucking trees are here, they're not even native here anyway. It's ugh. And I sort of got one of these trees, or like one of them already knocked down. Now it's like two more. One of them I sort of is going to, collapse, but go on our side of the fucking yard and collapse and break the house in some way, shape, or form. And I'm going to, and at least luckily the other two houses, I don't got to worry about that. Or not, the other two trees, I don't have to worry about that because it's not on my side of the house. If the other two collapse, it won't be in my room. That's for sure. But, yay, bro. I just want to cut them fucking down, but I guess from what I understand, like, the city won't allow us, mainly because, like, there has to be a genuine reason, like, if they're, poisoned or, like, sick or about to die, whatever the fuck. But considering what happened with the other tree, I don't really get why they still won't let us. And maybe my dad just hasn't went up there about it. Maybe I can ask him myself, be like, hey, this hasn't been brought up probably, but I need to kind of like cut down these other trees, to like stumps because they're kind of a threat to the neighborhood a little bit. Because I could tell them the story about that other tree that happened, that knocked over and nearly obliterated the neighbor's house, or could have obliterated my own house. And they can cross-reference that with my neighbors and, that were living there at the time and still live there. The fuck? Why does something not go over there? Zugov is in there. What the fuck? Huh? Nothing even over here. What would have made that noise? I swear to fucking God, if there's just a goddamn rat in here still. It's been so quiet in here for weeks. I thought they were all gone. God fucking damn it, bro. Boo. I could go for a walk and have to hold the umbrella in front of me instead of above me. I love that to myself. I like storms, in a way. If I had some fuck you money, I probably would be a storm chaser, weirdly enough. I honestly want to see a tornado in person. I kind of want to be one of those guys like in Twister or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to be one of those guys. Just a little bit. Brain stream. Dude, if I wake up and I see my fucking like house collapse and shit, I probably would be like, yo, Mother Nature fucked us up. Cash App here. Gonna go for I might honestly legit, bro. I might. If some wild shit like that happened, I probably would, just on a desperate attempt to be like, could we get at least like a ground start, like, something? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. At least, doing a stream like this, because, like, fuck, I mean, it generally would be, like, algorithmically, probably, would boost up a lot, if you think about it. Fucking damn it. Back to do I dare fucking blast this with a fucking 12 gauge or a 7.62? What do I do? Because what in the fuck is it like? This tiny little bastard is knocking something that is that loud. Like, what in the fuck? What's the game even getting into? You know what? I can throw some. I'll open the door and be over here for a second. Because if it fucking pops out, I'm going to chuck this goddamn fucking mag at it. Oh, you know what? Do I? You know what? You know what? You know what? No, fuck doing this. I'm going to invest in something. I just thought of something. Pistol crossbow. Those exist. I've seen them at Walmart before. A little pistol crossbow. Dude. Pistol crossbow. Fucking entice these little bastards. Yo, outside and in here. Dude, oh. I'm about to be a fucking ace, bro. I'm about to be like, pew! Watch him go, yeah, just jump and fucking like, oh. Because I had none of these little fuckers. I had none of these little bitches. See? I'm about to go like, fucking landlord bitch on this, some victim motherfuckers. I'm about to go anti-mouse shit on these bitches. Been here for too long, terrorizing shit. I'll put their corpses out in the lawn for the rest of them to see. So they can realize, like, hey, don't come back, bitch. So I'm finna do that shit with these motherfuckers. I sort of get a little fucking javelin and be like, fucking, a little addle. Fucking, murk them bitches. Gonna do something. I would get a assault gun, but that's only for buh. That's only for the buh. I need to get, like, something a little extra lethal. Because I'm done with them. I know they're intelligent little shits, but you know what? They're stupid enough to, like, you'll be gullible to eat a little chi. And all that shit. Because fuck these bastards. Little piece of shit. Boo. Boo. There we go. That should make it nice and clear. I did not really honestly expect tonight to be really a fucking roller coaster, honestly. Because, like, for a good hour or so, like, everything was all Gucci. Then the Celta have to reboot his ass. And then everything else from there just kind of went into a roller coaster status. Even though everything's totally fine now. So I just don't understand. I kind of love, the Cosmos sometimes. Because they'll just, like, throw some bullshit at me like this. And just kind of have to, like, go with the flow a little bit. Do, like, a little Dow shit. It's like you're in the moment. Don't fret on the past or the future or the present. You're just in the moment and now. Or as they say, the Dow. I've become a little interested in it a little bit because, I know Paul on his streams has been kind of talking about it sometimes and shit, and it's kind of got me a little curious about it. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure the Tao Te Ching is actually in this book that I have over here, like this Eastern Philosophies book. It's predominantly about the art of war, but it also has other philosophies in it. Tao Te Ching in here? Oh yeah, the Tao Te Ching, yeah, right here. Yeah, the embodiment of the Tao, the nourishment of the person, keeping it. Yeah, so the Tao Te Ching is in here. And it is long as fuck. Holy shit. There's a lot going on with that. Oh, wow. Funny enough, I actually went right to it. Why not? Let's read the first like couple paragraphs or something. Actually, the first few paragraphs is just the first chapter, the embodiment of the Tao. The Tao can be trodden. The Tao can be trodden is not the enduring or unchanging Tao. The name can be the name that can be named is not enduring and unchanging name. Conceiving as of having no name is the originator of heaven and earth. Conceived as of having a name is mother of all things. Always without desire we must be found, but a deep mystery we would be sound. But if desire always within us be, side of fringe is all that we shall see. Whoa. Maybe a little 3 deep 5 me a little bit right now. But whoa. I haven't really actually read this part. I've always read like the Art of War part of this book, but I never actually read the other things. So this is the first time actually kind of looking at the Tao Te Ching, funny enough. You know what, let's keep going. The under these two aspects is really the same, but as development takes place, it receives the different names. There's almost like a rhyme going on with it. Together we all call them the mystery, where the mystery is the deepest, is the gate of all the subtle and wonderful. All in the world is this now chapter 2, the nourishment of the person. All in the world know the beauty of the beautiful, and in doing this, they have the idea of what ugliness is. They all know the skill of the skillful. In doing this, they have the idea of what they want the skill is. So it is existence and non-existence give birth in the one to the idea of the other. That difficulty is producing the one, the idea of the other. That length and shortness fashions out from the one, the figure of the other. That the ideas of height and lowness is okay. I'm not gonna lie, maybe this is a little bit out of my league at the moment. I might need to have a little explanation shit with this, because I think I kind of understand what it's saying, but I'm a little 3 deep 5 me. I think the music notes and tones becomes harmonious for the other relation with another. And that being before behind, it gives the idea of one following another. Therefore, the sage manages the affairs without doing anything and conveys his instructions without using his speech. Actually, that's something that I know Paul's talked about. How Buddhist Taoists, might be able to be a teacher without having to speak, but doing so via action. So I think that's kind of what's, being talked about there. So I actually kind of get what's being said there a little bit, but it's kind of honestly, legitimately a little long-winded. But honestly, there's a lot, with this, to be honest. So there's a lot. I'm honestly, what? I gotta read it. I need to read a little bit more of the Tao Te Ching, because I've kind of been curious about the Tao. As Paul's been talking about a lot on his streams, and a lot of his, kind of spiritual journey has been about that. Man, maybe there's a little something to it. And for someone who's been such a cynical atheist, kind of person, to take such a journey is, maybe honestly there might be a little something to it. Definitely something I want to at least, look at myself. I don't think I take the same journey myself, to be honest. I mean, weirdly enough, I'm actually kind of a little bit more open to the idea of Shintoism, a little bit. But from my understanding, it's a very super hyper selective kind of belief system, because it's mostly a Japanese based, belief and religious spiritual idea. And they're not exactly accepting of anybody, that's outside of that Japanese, traditionalistic kind of culture kind of shit. It's a little funky, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. If their ideas, kind of resonate with me, then hey, fuck you. I might be Shintoist. Go fuck yourself. If you don't like it as a white boy like me, then I don't know. That ain't my problem. That's yours. Get over it. If anything, wouldn't you want to embrace the idea of someone, looking at that culture and being like, I like that. Let me adopt some of that. Would you want to embrace that? Be like, hey, cool. Someone actually appreciates that culture and wants to, be exposed to it and maybe, practice it to an extent. Wouldn't that be a good thing? But I don't know. That's at least from what I understand about it, because it's so interwoven into Japanese nationalistic politics as well. And a lot of, Japanese parties also kind of interweave Shintoism into their beliefs and political advocacy and shit. So it not only is it a religious belief system that doesn't really have an idea of a god, so to speak, but it also has like a very deep tie to politics too as well. Like it's a really weird like karmic style religion that is also strangely kind of like I don't know, like kind of like Christian-esque of how like fundamentalist Christians might be in America, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to really explain, to be honest. At least from what I do understand, because honestly, the more you learn about it, the more questions you have about it, because it's honestly kind of strangely backwards. To be honest, I mean, I get the whole meditation aspect things, but I'm not afraid to make the leap logic at different chakra levels. Or yeah, I mean for sure. I'm kind of the same way too. But I think, from what I understand about the Tao, at least from how Paul explains it, and I think that very first little bit of chapters that we're kind of reading there a little bit is pretty much, from especially what Paul says, like, the first, readings of it. And I can definitely see it, from that translation that we're just reading, that like the Tao is unknowable. Like it's kind of like a thing that you can observe and see if you kind of like, take it into consideration within your like, perspective a little bit in life, but it's not really something that can be explained. And it's not like a god or, or a deity or anything. It's just like, it's from what I understand, that's kind of where the yin yang comes from. I think it's called the Wu Wei. At least, because Paul's been kind of like getting a lot more into it. If you want to, find one of his like kind of like Tao streams or whatever. I don't even honestly know which ones you would be able to get into. Actually, I know which one you might be able to find. I could link it to you. But he was kind of explained about like Wu Wei, which is basically like the unknowable Tao. Basically, is what it means. Essentially, it's like it's something that's observable, but it's kind of out of our comprehension. And it's kind of unknown. It's a thing, but we just don't understand it. And like, I mean, hence the unknowable Tao, so to speak, because like the Tao is the thing, but we can't fundamentally truly understand what that is, so to speak. That's the idea of what that means. It's kind of hard to explain. It's almost kind of contradictory in the idea in a sense, but a lot of like Far Eastern belief systems, from my understanding, kind of have a little bit of that going on, like a kind of like this little like weird kind of contradiction in beliefs a little bit, where it's like it's not a thing, but yet it is, because you could observe it, and when you incorporate that in your life or perspective, then you can see it, so to speak. But you can't really explain it. It's like, well, isn't that contradictory? Kind of, but I don't know. I guess it makes sense if you actually kind of like think about it, in that sense. If you're a Taoist, I suppose. But a lot of it's, from my understanding, also incorporates the idea of just being in the moment. Just not thinking about the past, not really dredging of the future, and like worrying about like, oh, I should have done this, or what if I did that, or maybe if I did certain things, my outcome could look like this or whatever. It's like, because a lot of that type of shit, from my understanding, from what Paul says, like is what clenches the heart, and what it's said in the Tao. And that basically means that you can't really worry or like be stuck in the past or future and like worry and about that type of shit. You just kind of have to live in the moment and just kind of ride the wave, basically. And I even say that sometimes, where I just like, you just got to ride the wave a little bit, and that's kind of the idea about what that's supposed to mean a little bit, where it's like the whole point of that is just to be in the moment, not like fret about what was or what can be and shit. Just be in that moment and ride the wave, basically. So I mean, there's a lot more to it, I'm sure. I mean, I'm still kind of figuring out what that is, a little bit when it comes to the Tao and the Tao Te Ching, because I mean, honestly, there's definitely some cool, interesting shit about it. Just even reading the first little bits there and looking through the other pages and being like, whoa, these chapters got some serious shit, going down right now. I don't know what any of this means, but I definitely want to read it. So there's something to it, I think, and I honestly do kind of respect a little bit more of these Far Eastern religions, like Tengadism or like Taoism, Shintoism, shit like that, like Buddhism, because it's not really based on like a deity or a god. It's more based on like you in your place in like the world and the universe around it kind of shit, which is what I'm kind of about outside of that religious thing, right? Like, so I kind of see like a little bit of a, openness to that, where I can kind of see myself maybe delving into it a little bit, but, I definitely don't, think it's going to be like a big ultimate, like, oh, well, there's like a spiritual thing to it. Even if there is, I think, for me at least, it'd be more so just like maybe incorporating and adopting certain elements of it, but, still just take my own path broadly. Because, I mean, I can't really say that like one man made base philosophical or religious spiritual belief system is correct one way or the other. I mean, like regardless, right? Like no man one way or the other is going to be able to figure that shit out. But I can maybe incorporate and adopt some shit because maybe they're a little bit more right or maybe a little bit more correct on certain things, about certain shit. But beyond that, like, that doesn't mean they're ultimately right, especially when it comes to shit that we don't understand, especially when it comes to the God of the gap, so to speak. But I think that's okay. But I think, weirdly enough, I think, from what I can understand from Taoism, at least specifically with that, is that it almost kind of recognizes that and it's okay with that and it almost embraces it. Because, even within that first, like, little bits of the, Tao right there, it was basically saying, like, hey, like, it's unknowable and, it's not really something that we're going to completely understand, but that's okay. When you kind of get it and see it, it kind of shit. But it's not really, something that can just be explained. Which I could get it, but I don't know if I could completely, just succumb myself to that necessarily. Even if I might adopt, other aspects about, what, Taoism is about. That's not some of the God gaps. Well, I literally was saying that earlier. I mean, it pretty much is. And hey, I mean, it's no offense to me because I don't necessarily believe any of it. I'm just kind of saying, based off what, maybe like Paul said, and from my understanding of, what Taoism is about. I don't actually believe in it. I don't consider myself that because I'm still like an agnostic atheist through and through and don't really have a belief system in that, one way or the other. And even then, even if I adopt certain aspects about other belief systems, I wouldn't really necessarily consider myself, like a pagan or a Wiccan or a fucking twist or whatever the fuck. I just, would, say it's like, hey, it's just my own path and whatever it is, it's my own thing, basically, for all intents and purposes. And honestly, I think that's a little bit more respectable, honestly, because it's not really tied to a specific doctrine. I mean, you can like, attribute, different aspects of different doctrines and beliefs and shit, but not really be completely attached to one or the other. But a lot of that is just, broadly for me, kind of like more spiritual belief ideas, more so than religious, which I think, atheists, or even agnostic atheists having like, an element of spiritualism, within them is fine. I mean, I kind of consider that, for myself, a little bit, but not completely. I mean, a lot of that spiritualism is more so like a sense of energy within the universe and the cosmos and, the earth that we live on kind of shit. We all come from stardust and the earth does too, basically, and all that shit. Like, there's like a connection to that, when it comes to the energy that makes earth and makes life what it is, right? Like, so I guess the closest like idea of spiritualism for me would be, believing in shit like that, because there's at least genuine truth to it to an extent. There's science that backs that up, right? So, I mean, for me, that's kind of where it falls down to, because like there's a little, truth to that, overall. Like we all do come from stardust. Our own Earth, is over billions of years, being the Goldilocks zone that we're in. A lot of different factors within science have led to being what Earth is. So I mean, like there's a little element of truth to it, but I don't really necessarily think that's like, because of a god or a deity or whatever the fuck. It's just, the energy of the universe that makes it be. And we just happen to be in the right, deterministic elements that make Earth and make us be. That's okay. I don't think you need to have to like have a god or some extra deity or whatever the fuck to fill the gaps of what we don't understand. I mean, I guess in a weird way, I think that's kind of what Taoism is kind of like trying to embrace almost. It's like, hey, it's okay to not know what makes everything around us what it is type of shit. It's just that like there is like kind of a universal connection that makes all of, especially life, what it is, and and the energy around that, which I could kind of honestly, genuinely kind of like, identify with to an extent. I mean, maybe not to the same like level, but I don't know, maybe, it is to the same level. I just haven't read much about the Tao Te Ching or anything like that, outside of the few paragraphs and shit that I was reading. So, and outside of Paul, doing his streams and talking, doing some like Taoist, like, talk and stuff like that about his philosophy and shit. But I'm not as informed either, so I wouldn't necessarily take all my words for granted about it. Paul, though, he's learning, so I think, he would be probably a better informist about it. I'm a Meowist. Well, same here. And a puppist, because, guys took off. I mean, I'm a Meowist and a puppist. A Meow puppist, if you will. It's like, because I can't, throw him under the bus, you know what I'm saying? Or pup Meowist. One or the other. I mean, however you want to, decipher it. Because, like I said, I can't throw Sukov under the bus. Got a little best of both worlds going on with that. Can't jeopardize it. He might eat my flesh. And I don't want that. Especially that I have like 3 different like little China containers full of rice and meats and all that shit, where he could be beyond recognition for the next couple days in the fridge. Bastard. The bastard. And he would definitely eat my flesh. Son of a bitch. I worship rap. That makes me a cultured individual. Someone who's cultured. Arrested. That makes me arrested. Damn. I was going to say cultured because, I mean, there's some rap that's pretty cool. Pretty good. Not PD rap, though. Funny enough, actually, I need to see if I can find him my, YouTube history. But, dude, I saw a YouTube short that was, like, all the rappers that mentioned in reference P. Diddy. And, dude, there was, like, 10 different fucking songs that referenced his ass. And Justin Bieber was one of them. And I was just like, dude. Wow. Like, it's... I was like, whoa, bro. There is a lot of references to his ass. And I wonder why. Shit's fucking wild, bro. I honestly can't even fathom that PD shit. I know Penguin Z0, Moist Critical, uploaded a video earlier today about his lawyer. I haven't seen it yet. But oh my God, I'm going to watch it tonight. And I got to tell you all about it because I guarantee you it's going to be hilarious. Because the video literally says P. Diddy's lawyer is a fucking clown. Well, maybe not a fucking clown, but a clown. But, it really honestly should be in there. Because the joke is that someone who worships cats is Meowist. Someone who worships rap would be a... Oh! I see the joke. Well, I guess, with, the reference to P. Diddy that I'm talking about in context, it all makes sense. P. Diddy was the worship of rap. Hence, he would be... Hey, I mean, I ain't wrong with that. Okay, this fucking jacket is making me sweaty. All right, fuck this jacket, it's making me sweaty. But hey, dude, he worships rap so much that he had like fucking coconut oil, booty oil, fucking 50-foot long bed, freak out party sessions and shit. And groomed Bieber. Dude, honestly, weirdly enough, I actually kind of feel bad for fucking on Bieber in hindsight because so much of his weird bullshit, you know, like as a young adult, you know, like, you know, late teen, makes so much fucking sense now, dude. It makes so much sense, bro. Like, legitimately, I honestly, I kind of feel bad for him now. I used to fucking think his music was trash, and I think he was just like a douchebag and a fucking worthless little bitch for the longest time, bro. Legitimately, for the longest time. But then, after all this P. Diddy bullshit, and then what came out about him, I was like, oh, that explains everything. That explains it all. I was like, oh no. The reason why he was like that was because he was traumatized and groomed and abused as a child. I was like, oh my God. It all makes sense. It all makes sense, bro. I honestly feel bad for Bieber now. Dude, I know he's a Canuckistani. I know he's a Canadian, but you know what? I genuinely feel bad for him. I mean, I really do. I like, Jesus. We did not know. None of us knew. Justin, we are sorry. Exactly, bro. Dude, Bieber, we are sorry. We did not realize and the shit you were going through, dude. Baby, 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 diddled, baby. We didn't know, bro. We didn't know. We didn't know. But what's fucked up, though, is that so many of these rap artists, including Bieber at the time, were singing songs referencing P. Diddy. P. Diddler, bro. They're referencing, Bieber literally had lyrics that were like, yeah, I fucked around and partied with P. Diddy or some shit like that. I gotta show you the fucking YouTube short, bro. Because it wasn't just Bieber, it was so many other motherfuckers who were singing about, you know, like, yeah, I'm rolling through the streets, P. Diddy and shit like that. Dude, so many people, it's insane how many of these motherfuckers were generally connected to, you know, to the son of a bitch. And that makes me wonder, like, how much of this, like, rap music scene, culture, community in the industry about that shit, how deep is that? It's not like the music rap scene culture version of Epstein right now when it comes to Diddy or Diddler. Because, like, fuck, bro. I mean, holy shit. The next super chat you put on Onion Nuggets say, TJ, apology video to Justin Bieber when I'll do it. Yeah, I'll fucking do it. I know they're doing their Ellen versus Dr. Phil gauntlet tomorrow, or I guess technically today. So I'll just send a super chat when I can, you know, when they're live, you know, before I go to work. And I'll be like, yo, apologies when. I'll make it like a $15 super chat too. Not a 20, but a 15. Be like, yo, he got diddled. The reason why the way he was because of that shit. Apology video win. Oh, dude, I gotta do it. I got to do it. Oh my God, my dog is dreaming so loud that he's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, dude, can we sneak up on him? Hold on, we got. I'm going to be posting my Dr. Phil story on the 1st. Nice. Oh, you want to know my hot take? Between the Ellen versus Dr. Phil gauntlet, you want to know who I think is going to win? Dr. Phil. I think Dr. Phil's going to win because he's got a little bit of charisma, and I know the boys have genuinely laughed at him, and he beat Dr. Drew in the gauntlet, you know, in the verses, you know, in the past. So he's already got, like, you know, a win on his belt already. And plus, there's a few times, especially in the recent Onion Nuggets, where the boys have laughed at him, and they're like, he might be, yeah, he's got a little bit of charisma and shit, and he knows how to, like, you know, throw a joke out every now and then. And for two, Ellen's just straight a fucking cunt. Period, through and through. That's it, ultimately. There's no love, respect, or anything. No charisma, nothing. She's just a horrible person through and through. Like, there's no way she's going to win against Dr. Phil, bro. You know what? I'm going to send 2 super chats. I'm going to send a $15 one about that fucking thing you were saying. I'm going to send another 5 and saying, hot take, Dr. Phil's going to win the gauntlet. I'm going to do it, bro. That'll be 20 out of my fucking, paycheck, but I don't care. Yeah, the boys need a little love. Who's worse or better? I think, honestly, maybe for broader damage, Dr. Phil's probably worse. But for personality and being a wretched, awful fucking bitch, not Doctor, but, Ellen, I think, is worse in that way. Personality-wise, Ellen's worse. For sheer damage, to the people and to the nation and et cetera and blah, 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 I think Dr. Phil. Do you think I should write an Ellen DeGeneres horror story? Yes. Yes. I don't know if you've seen any of the Onion Nuggets clips or any of the, segments they've been doing about Ellen and shit. But, dude, you got a lot of material, brother. I'm telling you, man, you got more material than you realize. I mean, because she literally traumatized and tortured her fucking, crew, on the show and shit. Like, and would fuck up, dude. There are so many things, man. You got a lot of material when it comes to Ellen. I'm just saying. Because, goddamn, bro, she is horrible. She's a fucking demon, dude. My mom used to watch Ellen. My mom used to watch Ellen. We got some shit in common. Both of our moms watch Ellen and Dr. Phil. Does your mom watch Dr. Phil? Because my mom watched Dr. Phil. I got the best, or the worst, I guess realistically, of both worlds. The only gay person she was okay with. My mom wasn't like that, but yeah, kind of a little bit. Ish. I mean, I think a little bit of the hippy dippy flower power side of my mom, kind of overrode a lot of that shit. Hence why she liked, Ellen, because she's like, oh, she's a lesbian, but she's awesome and hip and or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I really honestly don't get it, but whatever. She also had a lot of gay queer friends, lesbians, who are her closest friends and shit. Like, so she's always been relatively like soft with like the LGBT community, but she was also pretty strict about certain aspects. Like, she wasn't about like trans people or like, me potentially being gay. I think she's gotten over that at this point. In fact, she has, to the point where she's like, I know you're bi, but I know I'm not going to get grandkids out of you, but I just hope that maybe. I'm sitting here like, Mom, oh my fucking God. Even if I marry a woman, I'm not having kids with her, bro. Sorry, I just not. And the girl, if that ends up being the case, I'm making sure that she's on the same page. Sorry. You got to rely on my homeboy, my brother. You got to rely on him. You know what? Even though you're technically like a step aunt, you got a or like, step grandma, you got a fucking, grandchild. My sister, I mean, fuck, you're step grandma, but you still are grandma now, Mom. I got a fucking reminder of that, honestly. I don't think she's realized that. It's like, you're still grandma. It's just not biological. Because it's on my dad's side, but who cares? Like, you're still grandma at that logic. Just, try to spend time with that. I'm going to be the fucking badass uncle if I can, for that little kid. But still, it's like, what the fuck, Mama? Why do you have to rely on your boys for that? It's like, Jesus. That's weird, right? Yep. Yeah, dude, it really is, man. Dude, why are, like, mamas, like, especially for millennials, like, customers especially, why are the mamas all pretty much the same? I mean, seriously, like, I'm a customer for millennial Zoomers, like, super late Zoomers and shit, like, maybe a year or two after me. And for millennials, like, and shit, dude, what the fuck? Why are all the mamas literally the same? Like, seriously. Is your mom a Facebook mom too, by the way? Because my mom still likes to be active on Facebook. Is she a Facebook mom? Because I swear to God, if there's another yup, dude, bro, I bet your mom and my mom would unironically be two peas in a pod. Yeah, kinda. Dude, you and my mom would literally be two peas in a pod. Dude, unironically, within the first date, probably unironically be best friends. Like, straight up. Oh. Holy shit, dude. Wow. What the fuck? Why are our moms so similar, dude? What the hell? I don't know if it's disturbing or funny. I honestly don't know. Maybe both. Like, Jesus Christ. Is my Protestant? Yep. Evangelical Protestant Christian. Fuck me. Fuck me, dude. Are you serious? Is your mom Protestant evangelical? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, that seals the deal. That seals the deal, dude. Oh, my God. Bruh. Dude. Well, does she like the God? Oh, my God. Yes, she does. Holy shit. Oh, no. Dude. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Our mamas would literally be two peas in a pod. They would love the fuck out of each other. Oh my God. They would be best friends, I bet. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. This actually, I think this is getting more disturbing than funny now. I'm just like laughing and coughing my fucking lungs out of fucking nervousness now at this point. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Are we sure we're not secretly brothers? I mean, for real, did like my mama like, have like, some relationships I'm not aware about? Like, what the fuck? What happened here? Like, Jesus. Or did my mom have like a secret sister that I'm not aware about? Did my mom's side of the family have a secret sister that I'm just legit not aware about? Or none of us are aware about? Because that'd be kind of wild. I'd be like, whoa, we have like a genetic tie that we're just not aware of because they were like adopted at like birth or some shit. The family were like, no, we don't want this. like what the fuck? There's gotta be something with that shit, bro. It's like, what the fuck? I'm just assuming it's probably just like cultural shit, basically, because America, baby. America. But, I mean, who knows? I mean, honestly. I'm guessing probably just because, like, most of America are Protestant Christians and shit and all that shit. I mean, I'm assuming it's probably just like cultural bullshit for the most part, but still, considering a lot of that is so fucking common, it just kind of blows my brain up. It's like, well, because there are so many people that my mom could easily be two peas in a pod with, but she's also such a gossiper. Because so many of her friends that she likes to talk about, she'll also talk hella shit too with. Be like, oh, she was just like, interrupting me. I was trying to do some doodles and stuff, and I just want to be alone. She did not get the picture, memo, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, Mom, instead of being a gossiper about it, just tell her, like, hey, look, I just need to have some alone time. I'm just trying to doodle and stuff, and you just kind of be in my zen moment right now. Can you, like, just come back a little later? I'll text you if you want to come back a little later and stuff, and blah, 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 when I'm ready. Or some shit. Like, I will even tell her shit. Like, be like, Mama, why do you have to be like a weird gossiper and be like, complain about their fucking presence instead of just saying, hey, can you, like, hit me up a little later? I'll text you when I'm ready, because I just want to be in my little zen moment, my little zen shit. Or whatever the fuck, It's like, come on. think that's like the compassionate conservatism of my mama, because she wants to be nice and compassionate to people, on the surface. But even though she doesn't want to have to deal with that, she'll still do that. And then she'll to other people later down the line be like, oh, I can't believe that motherfucker. It's like, Jesus. It's like, why didn't you just say something in the first place and just be like, hey, I'm not in the mood right now? Nah, it's got to be a coincidence. What's your favorite drink to get at McDonald's? Sweet tea. Fuck. Well, luckily for my mom, it's Dr. Pepper. Texans love Dr. Pepper, so my mom's, a Dr. Pepper fiend. Okay, what's your mom's favorite food? Tomato, basil, mozzarella, and 12 grain bread? No, it's not possible. Well, okay. Now we're starting to have some differentiations. Now there's some, breakaways. Because for my mama, frankly, I don't even really know exactly what her favorite food is, to be honest with you. She's got a lot of foods that she loves, but I don't know exactly what her ultimate favorite food is. Well, my mom does like Dr. Pepper. Fuck! I was hoping there would be like, oh, she likes Pepsi. God fucking damn it! No! It's because of the South, bro. It's because of the South. The South loves their Dr. Pepper. They straight up do. Them Southerners love their Dr. Pepper, bro. I mean, dude, they just do. They love their good old doctor when it comes to the soda, bro. They love it. The Southerners do. Dude, because every time I visit my fucking family in Texas, their predominant soda, that is in their fucking fridges, Dr. Pepper. And if it ain't Dr. Pepper, surprisingly, Pepsi. But beyond that, they have nothing else in the fridge. Outside of like juice or water or some other shit. Her diet is limited due to her blood pressure issues. Before then, she was a Reese's fiend. For my mom, I think for candy-wise, I think she loved Babe Ruths, but she also loved Almond Joys. She loved peanut M&Ms. She also loved, what was another candy? She also loved Reese's Cups. So my mom was also Reese's fiend. Fuck! My mom was the Reese's fiend. Son of a bitch. Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola for us. Well, there's this slight differentiation there. My mom would be tolerant of Coca-Cola, but honestly, for my mom, it was either Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb. Every time I went to the movie theater, they never had Dr. Pepper, but they always had Mr. Pibb, and she loved her Mr. Pibb. Almond Joy is one of her candies as well. Dude, it's that Southern culture a little bit. There's something about the South where like these particular intricacies, are overlapping. Because a lot of snacks and sodas and shit that I'm into, a lot of my friends aren't really as into. I saw my friend Logan, who was born and raised in Utah for a little bit. And they're Mormon, Southern, kind of boys, a little bit out there too. So there's a little bit of overlap there. He loves Dr. Pepper. In fact, he left this empty fucking bottle of Dr. Pepper that's in the recycling bin right now. It's like, fuck. Snake food in the feeder too. Surprisingly, no. She just wanted her like extra large popcorn, and we would split it, and we would split a soda usually. But as soon as they added those like soda machines to where you could press a button and pick a brand and then pick like whatever flavor you want, as soon as they incorporated those, we split our sodas. Because I was like, I want to customize soda. I'm just going to make my own cocktail of awesome soda. I'll click the Coca-Cola and also the Fanta sometimes and be like, I'm going to get like Coca-Cola cherry, Coca-Cola raspberry, because that's his thing apparently. And then like Coca-Cola lime, and then like Coca-Cola fucking cherry. And then I'll get the Fanta, put a little orange, spritz in that bitch. And then be like Fanta cherry and the Fanta like, lime or some shit. Bruh. It was just like sugar galore and would rot your teeth out probably within the first drink. But dude, it was like a soda Coca-Cola fruit punch of dankness. Like, I mean, as soon as that happened, I was like, mama, we're splitting drinks. If it's a little bit more costly, sorry, mama. You can have your Mr. Pibb, but I'm gonna customize my shit. When it came to popcorn, did your mom like no butter? Because my mom did not like butter in the popcorn. And I like light butter. I don't mind a little bit of butter, like mixed in with it a little bit. But, some people just love to engorge the butter in that bitch. I'm just like, I want a little light butter. But my mama, growing up, no butter. Just good old popcorn as it is. Was your mama the same way? Did she have no butter on her popcorn? Or did she put some butter in her popcorn? Speaking of Almond Joy, I heard TJ and Paul talk mad shit about that candy. Too much almond, bitch. It's the fucking name. Oh, the butterscotch tastes too buttery. Oh my god. I think I know what you're talking about. And yeah, an Almond Joy, also, if you get a regular Almond Joy, there's literally like, I think maximum 3 almonds. There's one on either end and there's one in the middle. That's not too many almonds. That's like the perfect amount of almond. Like, what the fuck? It's an Almond Joy, for fuck's sake. It's meant to have an almond in it. I don't remember. I feel like she did get it with butter. Okay, there's a differentiation there. Because my mom did not get butter in the popcorn. I prefer light butter. Whenever I went to the movie theaters and they're like, want butter? I'd be like, light butter. Like kind of do a light drizzle as you kind of scoop it in there a little bit. Because a scoop of 2, light drizzle. Another scoop of 2, light drizzle. Last scoop, light drizzle.
I like the old-fashioned.
What, like
old-fashioned stuff.
What, like popcorn butter at the theater?
Yeah, cook it up. Well, not theater, just at home. Cook up a bunch of popcorn and get the oil going.
Ooh.
Stick the lid on the pan and keep shaking it.
Ooh. I've always wanted to do it that way, to be honest. I've seen it before. Like, I've seen people actually do that on the YouTube shorts and shit. And I'm like, I want to do that because it looks so good.
And then, like camping, you had the Jiffy Pop. Those are...
Chicken Pop?
Yeah.
I think I've heard of them before, but I don't think I've...
They're for camping. They're around, like a pan, like a pie pan or something like that.
Yeah.
With a handle on it. So when you're at, could stick up the fire and hold on to it. Then it had an aluminum,
like little top or something.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, being a kid. Loved to watch that. It looked all twisted up. Then when it popped,
it would just slowly inflate, basically.
Untwisted, puff up. Then we got the air popper.
Huh.
Which is easier. I like the air poppers. Just the hot air and the corn pops, and you could add the amount of oil or whatever to your own desire. But just have a little tray on the top. You could drop a stick of butter in there. Well, not that much, but you could stick butter in there and it'd drip on the popcorn as it, because the kernels would just bounce around.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Come up out over the edge, and the butter's like drip, 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 as popcorn's coming out.
Nice. You think TJ and Paul wouldn't complain about getting a chocolate nut in their mouths?
You got the popcorn off.
Apparently they do.
If you don't, you get it off the bottom.
I mean, if anything, Paul definitely don't want no chocolate nut. T-shirt probably does. Because he wants like the biggest dick he can shove, in himself. So I can see that, but I guess not. They don't want no almond nut, dude. They don't want the nut. If my cell tower can take a fucking nut, they can too. If my cell tower can, their ass can too. So come on. That's what it sounds like. That's what a cell tower sounds like. It's like, let me do. Oh. Oh, Dios mío. funny enough, I'm at least for food, despite this amazing taco food with popcorn and all this other shit, almond joys and shit. Basically got like pepperoni jerky and chicken nuggies. Got nuggies, and I'm thinking, would the nuggies be good with Tabasco? I'm thinking these bad boy nuggies would be dank with a little bit of Tabasco. But I've never had it with Tabasco before. So I'm thinking, And it was literally the last thing that I fried up tonight. After I took my lunch break, I was like, yeah, anything I should fry up before I close up the last fryer? And my coworker's like, maybe fried or nuggies or something. And I was like, you know what? I'll just fry some nuggies and just like close up the fryer after that. Made a bunch of them. None of them sold. And I just took all of them because they're mine now. They were going to be distressed anyway, so I distressed them, and instead of the garbage compactor, they're now in my home. Curious. Curioso. See if it does similar now. Mine is from the Middle East, so there should be a substantial amount of difference. Yeah, my brother honestly would have a lot more commonality with that because his father is from Iran, from Persia, so he'd be way closer to having similarities than my dad would. Just straight up. So I don't think there's going to be commonality there. There actually legit might be some straight up substantial difference there. Our mamas might be the same, but I think our papas might be different. Has your dad ever had you lie about your age to get something discounted over free? Not that I can think of. Weirdly enough, my mom has once. There's one time where there was like a tribute Michael Jackson artist that was playing at the Chinook Casino in Lincoln City, and I was 16. And it was a little summer trip for us, and my mom wanted to take me, and because I wasn't of age to be in the casino, let alone see the performance, because it was an 18 and up kind of thing, she basically made me wear my dad's denim jacket that was full of like tobacco smoke and shit. And then, like basically said, just stand up straight and just like, wear dad's hat too and stuff. Like, so I basically wore some of my dad's clothes, went in there, and no one gave a fuck. No one cared. I saw the whole performance. I was chilling. I even went up to the front, just kind of, watched the performance close up, and no one cared. No one gave a fuck. It was pretty cool, actually. So, I mean, my mom has technically made me do that a few times before. That's one example. I mean, I know there's been a couple other examples in the past, but I can't exactly remember all of them. But that's the one that at least, is stuck in my memory, at least just because it was a fun little moment. That's a smoker too. Marlboros. Was he a Marlboro man? Because my dad's a Marlboro man. Loves his Marlboros. Is that what he likes? Because I swear to God, if your dad likes Marlboros, that would be a major commonality right there. Marlboro Reds specifically. Is that the red packs? Usually. There's also Marlboro Blacks and a few other Marlboro colors. Marlboro Menthols, I think, are in a cyan turquoise color. So, I mean, there are different color Marlboros, but usually it's in red, yeah. I believe so, then. Fuck. Well, there's at least a good commonality with our pops there. Marlboro men. They like their Marlboros. Shit. What the fuck, dude? Dude, our brothers actually do legit have some commonality between each other. I'm starting to realize that. It's like, whoa, dude. Imagine at least your pops is not, completely like broken down, at least. Still able to kind of be able-bodied and shit. That would definitely be another difference. Would be another commonality possibly? Is he libertarian? Kind of economic, conservative, social, liberal type? Because if so, that'd be another commonality. Would be another one. Wouldn't it be crazy if we found out somehow that your brother's dad was also my dad? So that mean that we're half brothers? That would honestly be kind of fucking wild. But that also mean that, you know, my brother's dad would also not only be Iranian, but also part Palestinian too. So, and maybe also potentially part Jordanian. But he also studies at the University of Tehran as a videographer and shit. Like, you know, so like because I kind of know about his background a little bit. So it would be wild, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But that would be pretty fucking wild, though. Everyone talked about him about that, but last time I checked, he's pro cop. Weirdly enough, my dad's kind of mixed about that. He's not completely pro cop, but it kind of is. It's kind of hard to explain, to be honest. I mean, you know, like, honestly, it really is kind of hard to explain with that one. It's like sometimes he is and sometimes he's not. It's kind of hard to really pinpoint exactly where that is. I think it's okay with them as long as they don't fuck with him entirely, but you know, I don't fucking know, to be honest. I'm assuming probably just kind of like a little bit of a mixed position. Like, yeah, they're fine, but they like their traffic code. I really honestly don't know about that 100%. I'm assuming he'd probably be more pro-cop lenient than not. Ooh. Fucking nose, goddamn it. Ugh. Fucking nose. Ooh. Here, actually, I'll take a little pee break, actually. Be right back, yeah. Let's go outside one more time and see if my boy's out there, but he hasn't come back on my stream in a while, so I do not know what happened to him, but hopefully he's okay. That's all I care about. Anyone join me? What the hell? Whoop. only one thing it's only like one thing. He doesn't know how to cook, but does know how to cook really well for my dad. It's spaghetti. Spaghetti? Dude. If your dad knows how to cook spaghetti, my dad knows how to cook spaghetti, bro. Dude, growing up as a kid, having spaghetti dinners when he's prepping that shit. It was my mom's recipe, but he would cook it and actually add a few different things to it to where it was even more extra scrumptious. Bruh. Dude, the nights that I had spaghetti for dinner, I knew for like the next 3 nights, I was going to be a hearty fat fuck for a good few days, dude. Bruh. Dude, my dad can make a fire fuck of spaghetti, dude. And I kind of know exactly like the exact ingredients. I mean, it's not like super secret, to be frank. It's basically just like different, like garlic powder, onion powder, get like a whole can of olives. Like there's like the specific brand of marinara sauce you get. And usually you just get like the generic, specific, kind of brand and stuff like that. But I would, like mushrooms, he would add onion, a little diced tomato. I wasn't really a tomato part though. But he would all the other shit. Dice it up himself too. He would get like the whole ingredients and shit and dice it up himself usually. Later in life, he decided to get the canned version. But when it was all diced up though, I mean, obviously I had to kind of get canned olives when it comes to dicing that up because it's a little hard to kind of like cut up a whole olive. But still, it's like, dude, bruh. It took a couple hours to make, but dude, when the end result was ready to go, dude. That's why I was a chubby little shit growing up. Because fuck, dude, that shit was so hearty. So fat and dinkalicious. Ramen and pasta or MVP clutch meals. Absolutely, dude. Because, I mean, if you just got the noodle, that's a foundation to add whatever the fuck you want to it, basically. Get like some side up bacon, with some ramen noodle for like a little bit like, Oriental soy seasoning or whatever the fuck when it comes to a ramen packet or whatever. And then add maybe some chopped onion, kind of like caramelize that a little bit, like, some green onion and some garlic or something. Cook a sunny side up an egg or two on that bitch. Mix it all in there with the ramen. Bro, that right there with a little bit of bacon in between. Fire, dude. Excelente. If not bacon, chicken, literally anything, dude. Like, it's seriously, that right there is 5 shit right there. I wish I had ramen now, goddammit. I just got nuggies. All I got is some nuggies. I should have bought some ramen, dude, because I could have, ripped apart some of the nuggies, got some of the, the breading of the nuggies mixed in with the noodle, got some side up egg or two mixed in with that bitch. Dude, now I'm torturing myself. This is actually some low-key pain that I'm feeling right now. It's a little bit of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Have you considered quesadillas clutch meals? I say yes, but with rice. Yeah, but a quesadilla, needs to have some other shit with it. I can't just have a quesadilla, just be tortilla and cheese. It needs to be some beef, some onion, jalapeno. There needs to be some shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be some extra shit and seasoned up nicely. Like, I can't just have it as a plain old quesadilla. I'm a white boy. I don't like the white man's quesadilla. I don't want none of that shit. I want like a spice, seasoned, mixed, delicious, dank. Yeah, like some jalapenos, shredded steak, bangs. Some onion, some fucking garlic in that bitch. Yes. That's what I'm talking. That's a quesadilla. That right there is a quesadilla, I tell you what, son. That right there, boy, is a quesadilla. Because that's a hearty fucking nice meal right there. That right there is a clutch meal. Like, that is some dank. Like, I'll eat the fuck out of that. But just a plain old, cheese tortilla? Nah. You need some mixture. You need some spice of the life. I mean, because you're what? It's like fats, carbs. Ooh, nice. Where's the fixins? Where's the meat and potatoes? You know what I mean? It's like, where's the meat and potatoes? Or I guess in this case, the meat and beans and the fixins. And where's all that? That's what I need in a quesadilla. That right there would be some good shit. Dude, I'm just torturing myself with food, goddammit. Fuck. I want some quesadillas. Ramen with like, a nice good, like, 45-degree angle, kind of sliced up quesadilla a little bit. Like, a couple slices of that, some ramen, sun side up, bacon that bitch. Dude, I'm torturing myself. Oh, God. All right. This is absurd. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I used to look down on PB&J, but also discovered the glory of toasting the bread. It became my favorite sandwich, not just for Clutch, but ever. Especially when you got chunky, nutty peanut butter and some, and some jam with toasting that bitch up. And if you got like a spare banana, slice that bad boy up. Put a few slices on that. Eat the last half of that banana. And you got like a few slices on that PB&J. Chunky PB. And a little bit, my personal favorite jam, strawberry jam. Mix it with that, lightly toasted. Okay, now I'm really torturing myself. That is some dank. Okay. This last bowl is going to be smacked down on, and I'm just going to have to suffer with my nuggies. Because this is getting ridiculous. Like, the stomach is now legitimately growling. Like, this is actually torturing me. This is torturing me. Psychological warfare, bro. I prefer smooth peanut butter, but I don't mind crunchy. See, I used to love smooth peanut butter, but then I got enlightened. I got enlightened by the light of the Lord. That was the chunk. I love me some chunk. I've always been, a boy that loves them thickies. You know what I'm saying? I love a little chunk. And that includes peanut butter, dude. I love me a little chunk in my peanut butter. I like me some chunk. That's just me, though. I can respect a nice little smooth, creamy slim. I can respect that. But at the end of the day, my heart goes to the chunk. It goes to the thickies. You know what I'm saying? It goes to the thickies. That's how it works sometimes, Yeah. I can respect, them chunks know how to roll, you know what I'm saying? I'm really being tortured by food right now. It is insane. To the point it's starting to get kind of like delirious and sexual. So, I'll at least smoke this last little bowl and, hey, it's all good. And that's even including all the fucking bullshit shenanigans we had to deal with. This is also the part 2. But I guess now we finally wrapped the bow up. Because I wasn't ready. There's at least a good 2 fucking hours where I was like, nah. I'm not done. And now we're finally at the point. There was a wall where they were like, nah, you can't pass. And I was like, bitch, no, I'm passing. I'm going through. I'm persevering. Here we are. We had to suffer in silence. The sound of silence. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. We had to suffer, a little bit. But you know what? Hey, we persevered. And now we're torturing ourselves with food. Fuck that jar of peanut butter. No. I have a dog that would end up in very horrible results that I don't want. But because of his ass, he'd be like, oh, this peanut butter. Oh. It's like, no, that ain't gonna, no. I'll fuck many things, but no. I ain't fucking a jar of peanut butter because that's just gonna end up in horrible results that I just don't want. Nobody wants that. That's bad. Are you trying to get me canceled? Are you trying to cancel me? Is that what's going on here? Are you trying to be like, oh, he fucked a jar of peanut butter, then all of a sudden the dog looked at it. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to cancel me? Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work, bitch. I see what you're trying to do, motherfucker. You're trying to, fucking groom Zukov into, going into, the fucking peanut butter, bro. I see what you're trying to do. Peanut butter on dark chocolate. Peanut butter on dark chocolate. Oh my. Okay, dude. Venom is with us in spirit. He's always with us in spirit. And you know what? He flaked us. He has flaked this entire fucking night. You know what's fucked up? As we wrap this really disturbing bow now at this point. Yeah, like, I started all this shit thinking, hey, we'll have like a nice little like back and forth on Insta, you know, chatting, you know, stuff. Probably about politics, shit like that, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But no, literally minutes before I started that shit, he was like, yo, I'm here. Started up. Literally like 2 or 3 minutes after that, I started up. I started spam inviting him to be like, yo, here we are. I'm ready to go. Flaked. He passed out and flaked. And here we are. All this time later. Still not here. He didn't even wake up and be like, yo, hey, bro, you want to do a little bit? Like, no, nothing. Nothing. Shocking. I know, right? I could literally feel the sarcasm off of that. Shocking. I mean, for real, dude. I'm going to troll him with this next time. I'm going to troll him with it. Because, I mean, he's with us in spirit, but God damn it, someone's got to take up the mantle. And I guess that's me. Hence, fucking peanut butter and letting dog lick it, I guess, because, you know, Rose wants to try to cancel me. And that's Venom and Spirit speaking. Just saying. Yeah, so there we go. Someone's got to take the mantle. Oh, yeah, this is irrelevant to anything about my dream last night. I had Medea in it, and no, I don't remember what was about. You had Medea? You had fucking Tyler Perry Medea in your dream last night. Whoa. Yes. Wow. Medea, dude. I really want to ask questions about that, but since you don't remember anything about it, I guess I'm just at an impasse. Because I want to know what the fuck Medea was doing in your dream, bro. What was she doing? You know, it's like, now I got questions, but they can't be answered. But I want answers. It's like, what the fuck? What was she doing in your dream? It's got to be at least something. It's got to little be something in the memory banks. Are you serious? This clock. It's clocked. It's clocked. Bow. Yeah, unclog yourself, bitch. That's right. Fuck your ass. I was living in a big house. There's a really attractive black chick, and Medea was there. Or in that, total blank. So there's at least 2 black thickies. One of them was Medea, and the other one was just straight up, you know, a thick black chick. So you had 2 thick black, you know, thickies. One of them Tyler Perry as Medea, and the other one just straight up, you know, a thick black chick, basically. That's in a big house. So you were pretty much like, it sounded like you were like, you know, got some like, you know, like, you know, Riz and fucking a millionaire or something like that in big house, and you're like, yo, I got these beautiful black thickies with me. And you just didn't realize that one of them happened to be Tyler Perry as Medea. I think, you know, that's probably what was going on. And maybe there's like some weird shit where it's like, I don't know if it would apply to a term in Medea, but you do you, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I'm just trying to take an assumption. I mean, obviously it's a total blank, so I'm just trying to make an assumption of what the dream might have been about. If you're in a big house and you got like 2 really attractive black chicks, one of them was Medea. I recognize her as Medea in the dream. Well, yeah, so I'm assuming that one of them was Medea and the other one wasn't, so I don't know. Sound like a really interesting dream, though. I'm kind of curious about how that dream went. Man, this is why we need, like, you know, brain reading technology a little bit, just at least for the fact of just, you know, like, knowing our dreams. I would love to know the insane dreams that I just don't remember, because I know for a fact I will, like, have dreams that are just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, whoa, what just happened? And sometimes, you know, I just straight don't ever remember them. But there are a few times where I might vaguely remember it or legit distinctly remember it, at least very rarely. And there's only at least, 3 significant times where I distinctly remember dreams where they still vividly stick in my head. But beyond that, I might have like vague memories of different various dreams and shit. But if we had technology to where we can like tap into our dreams and visualize that shit, bruh, dude, that would be so fucking cool, dude. Because especially when dreams are like, what the fuck was all that? I know this was there, this and this. You know what? Let me tap into my dream machine and like, and like analyze that shit or something. And then like, boop, you get to visualize it, at least in the POV of your brain in your dream a little bit. Like, dude, that'd be so cool. It wasn't like she was Tyler Perry. It was like, oh, I wonder what Madea was doing here. Well, yeah, I guess like it wouldn't necessarily be Tyler Perry, I suppose. I mean, it would be just straight up Madea, but I mean, at the end of the day, Madea is kind of a little bit low-key Tyler Perry. Because, I mean, honestly, why is Tyler Perry so into the idea of being Madea? Because he's a drag queen. Hot take. Tyler Perry, only made the Madea movies as an excuse to be a drag queen. Because he likes drag, but he knew it would not be acceptable, especially as a black man necessarily during the early, late, mid 2000s, 2010s, shit like that. Like, he knew it wouldn't be acceptable, so he had to make the Madea movies so he can express himself as a drag queen and call himself Madea. That's my hot take. He was a black man in drag, and he wanted to, express himself as such, but he just couldn't. So he did Madea. He was Madea. That's his drag queen, dude. That's his drag queen persona. Be Madea. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I kind of like the Madea movies. So, I'm not even saying it in a bad way. I mean, I kind of like Madea a little bit. Still by take though. Still believe that. I'm sure he's probably a little bit more chill about it now. Since, it's been forever since the Madea movie's been around, and like being a drag queen or trans in a sense has been a lot more normalized. So I think he's like, didn't really have as much of an excuse to kind of like secretly, but overtly push it out there. I don't fucking know. Again, it's like kind of a hot take, like, theory, more or less. Top Perry's movies are usually too cookie cutter for me. They usually are. I only really like a couple of them, but it's kind of one of those things where if you just like shut your brain off and just watch them, then okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna like sit here and fucking die on the hill of like Madea movies, but I mean, there's a couple of them that I think are actually kind of funny. But like I said, ain't gonna die on the hill on that shit. Because honestly, at the end of the day, there's just way funner comedies out there. Especially when it comes to like, a male character being in drag. I mean, there's definitely like, what was that Robert Williamson movie again? What the fuck was it called? I literally had it in my mind, and now that I'm trying to like bring it out, I've now just like it's escaped. What the fuck was it called? Was it Pop? No, what the fuck was it? Okay, now it's gonna drive me nuts. What was that Robert Williamson movie where he pretended to be like a house sitter and shit? What the fuck was it called? Oh my god, this is actually driving me nuts a little bit. Fuck. They got a new one coming out, and I want you to tell me the plot sounds familiar. They got a new Madea movie coming out? Oh my god. Mrs. Doubtfire! Oh my god, that's what it was. I did not know why that was escaping my brain. I literally had it in my head like a minute ago, and it was like, nah, that ain't in your head. God, it really was annoying me about that one, but yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, honestly, for a comedy movie and just like being a broader commentary, it's frankly just a better movie. Mentioned above that one, speaking of, they're better than pure flicks and movies at least. Well, yeah, that's true. Speaking of, they got a new one coming out. Well, hold on, let me do this. Oh, wait, sorry, on all messages. Did YouTube fuck one of your messages up again? Yeah, I read that. Better than Pflix, that's true. So we knew one. Yeah, I read that. Then Mustafa, I think. Yeah, so pretty much read all of them. I think he fucked it. It's like, nah, we're gonna be the nanny again. Just be like, nah, you don't get to read that. No one does. My man Sean God comes to the form of old man to talk to him personally. Oh, I think I know what movie that is. Are you talking about a film? Because I'm pretty sure there is a movie about that. Do you ever have heard that plot before? Oh my god. And this is the new Medea movie. They're literally copying and pasting a plot of a movie I know I distinctly remember. Oh my fucking god. Are they doing like a Medea Almighty or some shit? Is that what they're doing? I swear to fucking god, dude. Oh my god. Oh no. Dude, they need to stop Medea movies. It's gone too far. They had this period in the late 2000s shit, early 2010s. It had its moment in life. Technically, two. One starring Jim Carrey and the other Steve Carell. No, this is a new Pureflix movie. I know, yeah, Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty. I think Evan was Steve Carell and Bruce was Jim Carrey, if I remember correctly. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh. And also, did you know they have a God's Not Dead 4? Did you know that exists? I found out about that months ago, and I was like, there's a pit in my soul now. I think they're making a 5th one, too, by the way. Pureflix, too, by the way. Yay! Christendom in Hollywood just fucking, giving us schlock and gruel where I get to fucking get angry and be like, because for a fucking goddamn, and if an atheist did even a minutia of what these films were doing when it came to proselytizing their bullshit, oh my god, the cancel culture fucking bullshit would go insane with the right, bro. They would go fucking unhinged, dude. Especially with that first fucking God's Not Dead movie. With Kevin Sorbo and shit. The atheist professor who dies in the street after a hit and run and on his dying breath has to, fucking come to terms with God or something. Dude, that movie is the most offensive fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. I fucking hate that movie so much, dude. And I can't believe there's 4 fucking films based off this shit. Oh, dude, I'm getting riled up on just thinking about it. It's just like, fuck. Fuck that movie. Fucking piece of drivel garbage. Jim Carrey, Steve Carell should get together, sue Pureflix out of business, and Morgan Freeman should get on it. I'm in favor of it. We should do a fucking GoFundMe. Give him a down payment to help sue. Why not? Let's fuck them. It ain't their franchise. It's their franchise. I think it's from Lionsgate or whatever the fuck. So yeah, it wouldn't be under their franchise. It wouldn't be under Pureflix. So yeah, they should. They should sue. That'd be kind of base. Universal Pictures, actually. Well, then they should sue. Because Pureflix ain't owned by them. So, might be some copyright infringement. Unless like the Christian culture influence bullshit overrides it and they're like, eh. We don't want to get canceled by the Christian, base. We don't want that. Fuck. That might. God damn it. Motherfucker. Can I at least have one more board to contemplate this bullshit? Because Jesus Christ, dude. The evangelical, like, Christian base in this country is just so fucking ridiculous and shit. Especially when it comes to politics. Like, because isn't in the Bible, like, supposedly, like, render unto Caesar and shit, so to speak, and shit like that, because, like, the manly, affairs, in the land have nothing to do with, like, the affairs of God kind of shit. But yet, no, they want to, meddle in the affairs of man left and right all the fucking time. And fucking, take a bunch of greedy rotation, to fucking, maximize that influence and abilities and shit. It's like the antithesis of what they fucking believe. I mean, just drives me the fuck nuts, dude. So annoying. Got my homework, but change the answer so it doesn't look obvious. Pure Flix makes movies. No shit, dude. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's such cookie cutter bullshit, too. Because even with the God's Not Dead movies, like, most of that shit was pretty much the same thing. The only movie that kind of cut from the fray from the basic plot points was the third one. And most people, at least in the fan base of those films, didn't like the third one. Because it was actually a little edgy and actually kind of criticized churches a little bit to a certain extent. And so weirdly enough, the third one's probably the better of the entire franchise, but they got a fucking fourth one that's been out for a while, and I think they're making a fifth. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, can you just go away already? Couldn't it just been a trilogy, been done with it? Nope, guess not. Gotta copy and paste it a little more. What time is it? Oh, wow. Not as late as I thought it would be. But at least, starting to really be fucking hungry. Mostly because a lot of that food talk earlier just really kind of tortured my ass. Let's just get 4 or 5 movies, but Sam Raimi only makes 3 Spider-Man movies. I don't know, man. Because our culture is whack and fucked up here in America. That's probably why. Because we're kind of a little fucked when it comes to that type of shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Didn't I just, like, unclog this fucker? Or is it the fuck stem? Fuck, it's this goddamn stem. Fucking piece of shit, dude. Alright, where's that other toker, that poker fucking thing? Where'd he go? Had it over there. Fuck it. Alright, I'll just try to use this. For if you count No Way Home, I guess. Life in Fairmont. Yeah, it really ain't. Especially with this bullshit. I need to get a new bond, goddammit. Ugh. It's getting ridiculous. Don't even fit. I thought it did. Alright, where the fuck is the other one? Try this, I guess. Somehow that made it worse. Somehow made it fucking worse. Mother Fuck. Where is that other toker? Where's the Toka Pokey boy? Because I had it over here at one point. What? You know what? It has to be over here, I think. It's the only spot I think it could be, because this is driving me nuts. It literally is. Wow. What the fuck? Go figure. It's over here. Yeah. Alright, found it. Ugh. This can probably take a minute, but whatever. I'll make it work. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, that was all weirdly enough a fucking workout. Ah. Ah. It's finally fucking got unclogged. What's even worse is I can't even really, like, get this fucker out, dude. That's the worst about it all. It's just all congealed into one thing. Not because it's all stuck together out of usage, but because it's just how it's literally designed. Ah! I need a new bong, bro. I suffer from my weed, bro. I suffer for this shit. See what I have to do. I was just trying to have one more little Toki Toke. And then get into my nuggies. And then give Zukov an eye bath. I'm also getting to my nuggies. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Oh my God, so much better. So much better. The Stoner's Lamination. I'm putting a pin on that because that's going to be a fucking name of a stream at some point. The Stoner's Lamination. Ooh. All right. That right there was a hit. See, I had to suffer. But the struggle was worth it. Now I'm going to be in munchie mode, so without further ado, I'll at least now finally call it good. And then before I go to work, I'll probably have a little coffee stream, chill for an hour or something like that. All that shit. So, anyway, peace out, and see y'all on the next one. So, toodaloo!